welcome to Snapchat, sucker. Okay, so this guy right here is my snap code, and I just added those little pictures. It's an option you have. I think the most important thing to do when you get to Snapchat to have some fun is to add some friends. And so the way that you can do that is to add friends. You can add them by username. So if you want to add me, I'm The Allison Show, 1L, you're welcome. If you want to add from your address book, you can click on that and it's going to show you all the people in your address book who are on Snapchat, and you can add them by their phone numbers, or you can add by snap code, meaning that little picture I showed you, you click on that, and if you have taken a screenshot of somebody's snap code, it will scan for it and you can add them by snap code. So sometimes people will post their snap code like on their Instagram or something like that, so it's easy to add them. You can add by people who are nearby. I've never done that, and that's how you add your friends. You either know their name or find them through your address book. Also, another way to find people is to go and see who's recently added you. I have my profile set so that anybody can add me. They don't have to be friends with me. I don't have to know them. That's hysterical. And then I can go through if I know any of these people or want to follow them and follow. That's another way to find people to follow. Okay, so now that you have some friends and some people to follow, some people to Snapchat to, let's figure out how to actually do a Snapchat. So I'm just pushing my screen up, and that takes me to my main Snapchat screen. You have two options. You can do a picture, or you can do a video, like a 10-second video. You cannot import videos or pictures from your camera roll. So again, it's keeping it really organic. It's keeping it fresh. Because I'm keeping it real. So you take your picture by taking a picture, or you take a video the same way. You just hold down and see how it is coming around the mountain when she comes. It's gonna go all the way around until it reaches 10 seconds. You don't have to see how it is coming around the mountain. There you go. See, it's gonna replay it back for you. You don't have to do a full 10 seconds. You can just do like 3 seconds. No, that's annoying. Okay. And that's how you do it. If you want to Snapchat yourself talking to the camera, I always want to Snapchat myself talking to the camera. You flip your little camera right there. If you want to get back to your main page, there's your ghost, to your settings. You click on your little ghost, back to your Snapchat screen, you slide that sucker up. So it's this little guy down here takes you to your stories, which reminds me of like a grandma watching her soap operas. Like, I'm gonna watch my stories. And you've got your story up there, and you've got stories from other people. What is a story? I think it's so great that you asked that. Look how I slid back to get to this screen here. A story is something that you post to continually throughout the day, either with pictures or videos, and it lives on Snapchat for 24 hours before going away. So here's my story. If I want to see what's in my story, I click on those 3 dots, and this is the only number that I see on Snapchat. So I know that 1.3, people have watched this particular Snapchat. This is my only gauge for how many people I have interacting with me on Snapchat. You do not have to make it so that your story is public. You can make it so that only people you're friends with can see your story. Because of the nature of what I do, I post to my story, and anybody who adds me can watch it. The other option, if you don't want to add to your story, it's just to do a direct snap, like a direct message. So I want to send this picture to somebody. Click on, so if I wanted to add it straight to my story, that's a shortcut. I click that, it's going to add straight to my story. Meaning everybody who is following me, engaging with me, can watch it for the next 24 hours. They can also watch it as many times as they want. It's not going to go away. Or if I just want to send this to a select few, let's send it to Elle Raleigh of Solly Baby. She's going to be so confused. I just click on her, and I can send it directly to her. Hey, sucker. And then she is only gonna get to watch that one time, and then it's gonna go away. So if you are watching a direct snap that somebody has sent you, make sure you're paying attention, because you're only gonna get to watch it once. Which another thing you can do is you can chat. So I love Jeff Mindell and Kelly from Studio DIY on Snapchat. They're some of my absolute favorites. And if I want to have a little conversation with him, I scroll on his name and I can send him a little message. So it's kind of like text messaging within Snapchat, or I can click on his name and I can be like, hey Jeff, I'm recording a Snapchat tutorial. You might be a star in it, you never know. And that's so annoying. So I'm gonna send that directly to him. It's sending. So exciting. And he can watch that one time, and then he can respond to me either with a chat or with a message. So I find that the younger, like my brother and all the high schoolers I've talked to, they use Snapchat a lot with these direct chats back and forth. So if I want to talk to my girl Ashley Rose Reeves, another really fun person to talk to, I can send her a little message, or I can send her a video. And so those are the differences. You can do direct snaps to people, they get to see it once and then it goes away, or you can add it to your story where it lives for 24 hours and everybody can see it over and over again. This is also where I can see other people's stories, and these are the people who I'm following who are posting to their story. And I can watch their story. There's been a recent update from my sister, Andrea. I'm gonna click on that. Those are her kids, they're sanitary helpers. And if I'm watching her and I don't want to look at this picture anymore, I can skip it by clicking on it. And I don't want to watch her video, I just click on it and it skips right past it. So I think that's one feature that people really like about Snapchat is I can watch it, and if I'm not immediately interested, I just click on it and it moves to the next one. Really, really like the YouTuber Mr. K on Snapchat. She snaps a lot, but I think she does really fun snaps, so. Then if you want, let's say I can't finish watching all of this right now, I pull down like that and it's still in my stories, and that's the way I keep up with people. So that's mostly how I use Snapchat, is I post to my story and I watch other people's stories. Again, those exist for 24 hours. They show up in recent updates. So let me go ahead and show you how to post your own Snapchat. Again, I talked about how we could either post a video or we could post a picture. Let's go ahead and post a picture. Okay, so there's my picture. I've made the option that I want to have my picture show for 3 seconds. Let's say I want that picture to show longer or shorter. You can go up to 10 seconds. I find that 3 seconds, I just like 3 seconds. And if I want to make a comment on the picture, I have a limited amount of characters. I click right on that. And then I have this black bar to fill with words. So I'm gonna do that. Working on a Snapchat tutorial. And then if I want to move that bar, I click off the screen, and then I'm actually able to move this up and down. Okay, so like I would want to put it up there, or like sometimes I put it over my eyes. It's your artistic decision, you know? And then if you're wondering how people add those fun filters and whatnot, you just slide. So I'm in Provo, Utah, so there's like a stupid snowboarder, Provo. There's the time, there's the temperature, and there's a few filters that you can get on there. You know, you want to work your filter. I don't really want anything on it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I have 2 options. I can send it to someone directly, again, that direct message, or I can add it to my story. Let's say I want to add something else. I want to add a video. La la, Snapchat. I can add pictures and different things on top of it. So let's say I wanted to add some drawings. I just click on that little pencil. I can draw, do whatever I want. If I don't like what I've drawn, I can undo and get rid of it. I can use an arrow and point and write like my new camera or something like that if I wanted. I don't really want to, but I could. Or I can get rid of it by clicking on the undo, and that's gonna take it away a line at a time. Or I can write on top of my video by clicking on the text. Let's say I don't want it to be in the black box. All I do is I click off the picture, and then I click on the text box and it takes away the box, and I can keep clicking on the text box. It will center them. And then you can size those and scale it, move them all around. And that's how you Snappy Chat. That's how you Snappy Chat.
I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial